They say this Comet Atlas situation, this big comet's supposed to be coming, right? A couple weeks or so, whatever the case is. They say it's half the size of the sun. Before I was saying half the size of Jupiter. It's supposed to be multiple times. I mean, does it matter? If something brushes past you half the size of Jupiter, there ain't really much to talk about, my knock. When you talk about these stars, these fallen stars, these stars beneath the firmament, beneath this enclosure that they can't get through. They call it the Van Allen radiation, you know what I mean? But it's the firmament the scripture talk about. It's energy, frequency, and vibration. Can't get through it. These stars have influence, right? They say we're influenced by the stars, the stars. I mean, it's kind of like, way back in the day, before this thing that you're used to called social distancing, we used to gather, we used to kind of come shoulder to shoulder, talk about some stuff, politic. We even, watch people throw balls around and stuff. It was crazy. I know, it's a long time ago. You got to do your reconfidence. You're going to have to do your research to research a time before the social distancing. But just like the crowd comes together to influence the game, root for the players, the teams, home field advantage is a real thing, right? It's a real thing. Energy, influence. That's how these energies, these angels, right, or these dragons. Because these angels, instead of picturing a man with wings, you got to picture fire-breathing dragons by now. You got to picture, Narnia. You got to picture Avatar. That's where you stand right now. You just haven't been taught about it. So it looks like mythology to you. But things going to look very mythological. I mean, what do you think their Project Bluebeam's about? To make things look very mythological, right? People coming down from the sky, raptures and all type of stuff. It's a frequency war. I don't know if you got the drop about the corona, Saint Corona. Did you know there was a saint called Corona? I don't know. We're still doing a recon, but seems to add up. And if there's not a lot of information out there on it, it's probably because they don't want a lot of information out there, on it. Like anything else, it's being controlled, right? So because we don't find information on something doesn't mean it's fake. It just means it's being very much hush-hush. You know what I'm saying? What do they have to gain about giving us a fake Saint Corona? Nah, my noggin. Whether it's Corona or Bamona or Pomona, you have these energies that are spreading this, this static, right? This plague. Hawa, our creator, got, his own plague, her own plague, They got their own version of everything. It's a duality, as above, so below. But that don't just refer to the stars and you. That don't mean that you are the stars, and therefore, as above, the stars are within you. My naga, you got to go up. You got to go way up. You got to go above the firmament, my naga. You got to go to the throne room. Above, so below, they're trying to copy everything above. They're trying to copy everything they can't comprehend, which is called the greater light. They're the lesser light. The stars is the lesser light. Everything under the dome, right? It's the lesser light. Above the firmament that they're trying to nuke their way through, right? Look up all them, Operation Fishbowls and all that. They're trying to nuke their way through it. We're talking Leviathan scales, my naga. They can't shoot their way through it. As above, there is a above, and that's the above they're trying to duplicate. That's the greater light Thoth is talking about in the Emerald Tablets, right? He gets chased away by the hounds of the barrier, by the dragons protecting the barrier, protecting the throne, the same seraphim, the fiery ones, the fiery flying dragons. In Isaiah 6, these dragons, these seraph are singing, holy, holy, holy to the Most High, praising the Most High. We're talking about the dragons. I'm talking about Psalms 18. When the Most High hears David, he comes down with smoke out of his nose and fire out of his mouth, my naga. Flying on the wings of the wind. We're talking dragons. And you got dragons on both sides. Just like you got angel wars, angels on both sides, you got dragons on both sides. Leviathan is on one side, and you got another, situation on another side. But they don't want no smoke, though. So don't fall for the okadoke. Back in the day, way back in the day, man, we used to gather, watch watch some ball games like the Ho-Ho Gom, like the All-Mec, like the ball courts, We always been hooping. We always been balling. We always been ballers. We had all the gold. Now you're waking up to paper and plastic. Yeah, this is an illusion, my nigga. It's an illusion. Wakey, wakey. Tribe up. And y'all keep focused, man. Hey, out to everybody giving us positive influence, giving us the positive water and the positive flow. Shalom to the tribe. Wow.